Hey babe, so we're going to jump right into the video. I'm starting off with just a new cap. You can find this at your local beauty supply store. I'm also going to go ahead and take some freeze hold spray. Of course, you can use spritz, whatever you feel the need to use. I actually just picked this one up, so it's literally like brand new, just because so many people talk about it, so I wanted to try it. Then of course, I'm going over the top of this with my Gotta Be glue. So I'm going literally around my edges. What the goal here is to pretty much just mold out my hair for the wig cap. So I'm eventually going to cut it off. I just want to make sure that my hairline is completely flat and molded down. And of course, to seal the product that I just used there, I'm going to go ahead and take a blow dryer. As you can see, I did this in a very messy way, just because the spray is a little bit less controlled. So it was kind of weird for me, but you guys will see, it'll end up working out. So the hair that I'm going to be using today is from a company called Julia Hair, of course, or Ali Julia Hair. I've worked with them before, and it's one of my favorite hair companies. I got their body wave, I believe it was 4 bundles of 24-inch and then a 20 or 18-inch frontal. And so as you can see here, I'm literally just cutting the cap off. I was completely like just impatient with this process, so I should have let this dry a little bit longer, but I didn't. But as you can see, if the cap does lift up, I'm literally just taking my gel and going back over the edges of it, and I'm just going to go back with the blow dryer. Had I done it right the first time, we wouldn't even have to worry about this, right? Anyway, this is what it looks like so far. Pretty flat on my head. I'm not going to apply foundation or anything. I did go ahead and bleach the knots on the frontal and lightly pluck them and kind of create some baby hair, which I'm not really going to use too much, but it's just to kind of get that technique going. But as you can see, the lace is extremely close to my skin tone, so it is more of a transparent light brown color, which I really like. I've gotten some that are just like gray, so I didn't have to apply like any foundation or anything, but yeah. So as you can see, I did apply an elastic band to the wig. I do not have any combs, clips, anything, literally just an elastic band. And as you can see, it's fitting extremely tight on my head. The placement for the elastic band here is closer to my temples, or the very edge of like where the end of my eyebrow is. If you draw a straight line from there, that's where I like to put my I guess elastic band, because it holds extremely tight, like really tight. So as you can see, I'm just going to go on with the scissors and kind of cut off this lace. Now, I was undecided about how far down I wanted to cut the lace, because I kind of discovered that when you leave a little extra lace, it actually works out and it does melt into the skin just fine, as long as you make sure everything is laid properly. But yeah, so you can kind of be the judge here for how close or far away you want to be to the actual, I guess, hair. It's like where they start. So I just did just a little bit in front, a little bit, really. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just cutting the rest of that lace off, and as you can see already, the wig looks just fine. I did have to cut off the flap, so I measured my hairline, and I believe it was exactly about 11.5 to 12 inches. Here you can see the elastic band. I did go ahead and sew directly onto the lace, and I should be all set. So just to really lay down the sides, I don't really care too much about the front or around my temple area, because like I said, it's extremely tight. Not so tight that I'm going to get a headache, but it is really tight. So I'm just taking some of that freeze spray just to kind of give the gel something to hold on to. And then we're going to take the Gotta Be glue gel, of course, to lay this down. And so I just want this to get tacky with the blow dryer. And this is where you kind of see me getting that a little bit tacky. Y'all, I was so impatient with this. Like, you have no clue, like, at all. But anyway, so before the glue got completely tacky, I decided I was going to go ahead and just lay it down and try not to get too much hair, you know, laid down, because you don't want it to get hard or anything like that. And so, yeah, I just went over it with the blow dryer and kind of allowed it to do its thing, as you can see. And like I said, this is body wave hair. I did bleach the knots. Everything looks really good to me. It's not over plucked or anything. This is just like perfect, especially because over time that lace will start to or the knots, you know, hair will just start to fall out over time. So you definitely don't want to over pluck too soon. So just taking a little bit of the Cream of Nature mousse here. As you can see, the gel did not get too stuck on the hair, so it was able to move freely. And as you can see, I did not lay down the top of this like at all. Like, I didn't have to. As you can see, like, it's super tight and lays flawlessly on my head. This is more of like a glueless method, to where you can use as little product as needed. Even with the wig cap, to be honest. Like, there's times where I've worn my wigs without the wig cap and literally just push the wig a little bit in front of my hairline. So you guys have seen that plenty of times on my channel, at least. And so here I'm just kind of playing with the wig, playing around with the baby hairs, pushing it back for exactly where I want it to lay. And here I'm just kind of showing you how I tweezed it out and just, you know, how natural that looks. Maybe obviously not, you know it's not my hair, but it's a really good rendition of the wig. And then I'm just taking out the braid. I like to braid the hair to kind of get it out of my face when I'm laying down my wigs. It does make it a lot easier. Just recently started doing that anyway. But yeah, so here's another look at it. And then of course I'm gonna kind of figure out how I'm gonna style it. I did want to go ahead and just get everything straightened out. I did already straighten the back of his hair, so I'm taking some of my flat iron spray, my KENRA, which is my favorite flat iron spray, just to go through with my FHI 2-inch flat iron. You guys have seen this a million times. I use the same product over and over and literally over again. Why am I not sponsored? What's going on? But anyway, as you can see, the hair is really soft to touch. So far so good with the tangling and shedding. Of course, this is just the initial install, but like I said, I've worked with the same like texture before from this company and it's been amazing, so no trouble there. And then of course, once I finally go through all of the hair, I'll kind of come back to you guys to go over exactly how I'm going to style it and things like that. Alright, so as you can see, the hairline looks really good, y'all. I was so excited, especially because I'm so tired of having to lay this down. Ugh. But anyway, so I went over this with a, I guess a hot comb. It's not like the ones you put on the stove. It is electric, so to me it doesn't get as hot. But I did go over just my hairline area just to make sure that everything is laying down flawlessly. And as you can see, it is. So we're all good. And the mousse that I put on the hair or around the edges don't make the hair hard at all. Like this Creme of Nature, I can continuously put it on the hair and it never actually gets hard. It just styles it and continue about my day. So I decided I wanted to go for a side part, giving me kind of AALIYAH vibes. I'm not sure. But I wanted to kind of just jazz this up just a bit. You could definitely opt out for the baby hair if you don't want to. As you can see, the hairline is just fine if you choose not to do that. But yeah, this is pretty much it. A really quick, on the go, you know, trying to get in and out of the house, or in and out of the house, right? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was really quick and straight to the point. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.